From Pinterest. Yes, Pinterest. Okay. Hey, check your fashionista. Okay. So, ladies, what are your favorite styles right now?
Favorite style, I don't have a particular one. I can just decide to wake up, then I go with a dress or a very entirely different style. But my favorite fashionista at the moment is Doja Headshow. She's an Instagram girly.
Okay.
I saw Instagram, then I was like, damn, this girl. But my favorites.
So I'm going to show you some pictures na mtazirate out of 10 kenye wamevaa. So mseme why you like it and why you don't like it. You ready?
Okay.
Wacha niwaonyeshe. So let's start. Do you know who this is?
No, but she looks familiar. I just know her from a movie.
Yes, so this is Viola Davis. Huh? So out of 10, look yake imeweza au imeweza?
Yes, but it's too bland. Like
too-
it's just
okay.
green. I don't know. Maybe she could have added some accessories in between or something. I don't know.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
All right, what about you?
To me, no,
I mean-
jive.
Okay.
Me na dresses simple sana do. I can.
So we have two more
Yeah.
pictures. Let me show you and then we can. Out of 10.
Official lead cast,
Times are too bad.
star and lead of the Swamp franchise. Yeah, we're going big. Let's hope this movie reaches Broadway. I hope you love the cooking. The chef gave it his all. Yeah.
The forested areas of moderate climatic zones have an extraordinarily rich nature that depends on highly moist soils and periodical flooding. In Poland, great attention is paid to preserving these sites that are so valuable in terms of nature. Therefore, many of them have been covered by strict protection, such as national parks, nature reserves, and Natura 2000 protected sites. Alder forests are commonly called forests on clumps or forests on water. They consist of tree stands with a predomination of the black alder, sometimes accompanied by the downy birch, ash or pine. The bird cherry, water elder, and certain willow species form the undergrowth. Ground flora is sparse, and its species have little space to live. Around the trunks of trees towering above the water table, there are clumps overgrown by marsh vegetation, and water stays between them for a major part of the year, or permanently. Particular clumps can be often far away from one another. These inaccessible forests owe their appearance to the specific water regime. The water level fluctuates and depends on the season and the intensity of rainfall. In winter and early spring, it is fairly high, and after the autumn period of rainy weather, it can rise by even as much as several dozen centimeters. Then, when scorching and dry years come, water disappears completely. The spaces between the clumps dry out. The landscape changes beyond recognition. Many plants and animals try to wait out that time in some more favorable places. These specific water relationships have been especially apparent in the most recent years when long-term droughts have been fairly frequent. This does not favor the existence of alder forests, as the stagnant waters originate almost exclusively from the atmospheric precipitation. Usually, however, the pre-spring alder forest is filled with water. Now, our attention is drawn to colorful inflorescences of the black alder, the queen of the area, moving with the wind. When snow starts to melt in February and the frosty and bleak winter comes to an end, near streams and small rivers rolling their waters through the backwoods, a symbol of early spring, the common snowdrop, starts to blossom. Its flowers, smelling of honey, provide the first sweet food to insects which pollinate them. Even though the plant itself has small dimensions, it grows up to a maximum of 30 centimeters. It is very resistant to frost. Owing to the specific structure, its singular flowers can survive temperatures as low as 10 Celsius below zero. Similar to the common snowdrop, the daphne also flowers in very early spring. Its fragrant pink flowers clearly enliven the post-winter landscape in the still leafless grey forest. In Poland, since the 1940s, this species has been strictly protected by law. The daphne is an extremely toxic shrub. It is worth knowing that, for an adult human, it is enough to eat only 10 to 12 ripe fruits to die. There are only a few types of birds that can eat its fruits without harm, by which they contribute to the spread of the shrub. Soon after the last ice disappears, the common grass frogs begin their mating. They gather in large numbers in shallow, warmer bodies of water. Males compete for females by sounding characteristic grumbling voices. Sometimes there are jostles and minor clashes between them. Many females usually lay their eggs just at the edge of the water. Their spawn has the form of gelatinous spherical curls, sometimes forming great clusters. It minimizes temperature fluctuations and protects future tadpoles from predators. Initially, after hatching, the tadpoles are completely black and they have well-formed tail fins. Soon they grow 3 pairs of external gills with which they respire in the first days of life spent exclusively underwater. At the end of March and the beginning of April, the female eagle owl lays 2 to 3 eggs which it carefully and devotedly hatches for more than 1 month. The nest, here situated on a clump between alder trunks, has a form of a shallow hole filled with dry grass, moss, and with twigs. In time, it also fills with pellets as well as fur and feathers of prey. The nesting period usually lasts 3 months. During that time, the eagle owls, in their very secretive life, are extraordinarily sensitive to any disturbances. In Poland, this largest owl of the world is covered by strict species protection, and its breeding grounds are declared protected zones throughout the year. Owing to these measures, a slow increase in the numbers of eagle owls is recorded. A very rich life develops on clumps. Many species are also found in other types of forests. They are often accompanied by shrubs such as the bird cherry and blackcurrant. Between the clumps in small depressions filled with water, bog plants grow, such as the spectacular marsh marigold. Its flowers entice with nectar and a specific arrangement of spots and lines visible only to insects. Inaccessible old alder forests are the perfect site for the nesting of cranes. The suitably high level of water and boggy bottom are ideal conditions for breeding. The nest is built from rotting and dry parts of plants and is surrounded by water, which gives relative safety to the brooding birds and their future offspring. Throughout brooding, the crane carefully and delicately turns the eggs with its beak. This action prevents the embryo from attaching to the shell, and the embryo inside the egg grows and develops correctly. While one of the parents sits on the eggs, the other rests nearby, attentively monitoring the surroundings. A foraging roe deer buck wandered near the nest. A pair of eyes carefully watches it from the shrubs. The male crane is somewhat unnerved by this unexpected intrusion. The buck, unaware of being watched, calmly struts ahead. Suddenly, it hears a disturbing rattle and raises its head carefully, checking the area. The crane makes several steps in its direction. The buck cannot stand the tension and springs away. After a while, however, it returns and walks around the bird, looking at it with an evident interest. Such situations, where a close encounter between different species takes place, are fairly frequent in the animal world, although uncommon to the observer. Preserving sufficient water resources is assisted by the activities of beavers. These largest European rodents were threatened with extinction even as late as during the second half of the 20th century. However, due to multi-year strict species protection, they can be found almost everywhere today. Whenever there is some water in trees to be gnawed, the beavers have been successfully restored into the environment. The damming up of water by this animal constructor creates extremely beneficial conditions for the occurrence of biological diversity in our forests. The cranes are among those who have particularly benefited from it. One pair set its nest in just such a place. In a loud clangor audible over several kilometers, they announce their dominion over this territory. Similar living conditions are suitable to the green sandpiper. This member of the sandpiper family also lives in wooded marshes. The cranes tolerate the presence of a sandpiper, but a beaver swimming nearby is regarded as an intruder. The female leaves the nest to challenge the uninvited guest. Standing up in the protection of its nest, the bird showed great determination, as the beaver is not an easy adversary. The body weight of an adult individual can reach even as much as 29 kilograms, with a body length of up to 110 centimeters. Beavers are strongly territorial animals and can adapt the environment where they live to their own needs. The telltale signs of their presence are dams and beaver lodges. The dams allow them to widen the areas of their activities and to secure the access to new feeding grounds. The dams can be used for a number of years. With time, some of these provide the ground for the development of new plants and later, trees. During the progressive transformation of the natural environment, there are frequent conflicts between humans and beavers, even more so presently, since these animals can be increasingly encountered near human settlements. As far as the activities of humans are not always beneficial to nature, the activities of beavers can return the water regime to a beneficial state, increase the biological diversity, and speed up the auto-purification of waters. Since early youth, the beavers attach great attention to the care of fur. It must be kept in perfect condition to perform its insulation function during long stays in the water. The beavers are very skillful in diving and can stay underwater for more than 10 minutes. The young can swim almost instantly after birth, but begin diving only in the second or third week of life. During long-lasting droughts, the beaver ponds constitute refuge for many aquatic organisms. The great grey owl is extraordinarily rare in Poland. In 2010, the first ever breeding in our country of this owl was found in the Polesie Lubelskie region. The brooding is an exclusive task for the female, while the male hunts and guards the territory from the chosen vantage point. Its prey consists mostly of small rodents and birds. The great grey owl lives in the vast expanses of pine and spruce forests with admixtures of other coniferous and deciduous trees. However, open spaces such as glades or meadows, where it is easier to hunt prey, must be nearby. In a waterlogged alder forest, a pair of cranes survives to have young. The still helpless nestlings require a lot of care from their parents. Mallards staying nearby stir up irritation among the parents. The male decides to chase them away. Quiet and safety around the nest are now of the utmost importance. The mallards, however, did not fly away from the floodwaters and indulge in a short nap in a certain distance from the nest. While the less experienced male tries clumsily to warm up one of the nestlings, the other chick, led by the mother, receives its first lessons on how to find food. To teach their young, the adult birds have to exercise the utmost patience.
Come closer, I'm waiting for you.
want to see so much.
So we have these beads over here, as you can see. The beads are actually it's a CSR project, and this is actually paper. So our in-flight magazines are recycled and bleach the paper, cut it to strips, paste it, and roll it and make all these nice little beads in different colors. And yes, it's paper. So cool, so cool. I love it. I love it. Never seen an airline do this. Absolutely love it. So I'm calling Mohammed. Mohammed is you're the first person today. You're the first one in charge. So our captain's already gone. So I'm going to follow the crew to go inside the aircraft. Thank you, sir. This is behind the scenes. There's one person that's from Lost.
Sorry. Nilikuwa nimeweka kwa fridge but kwa leo nikaa nisikia njaa kukula.
The exchange of crew takes place when all passengers deplane before the new passenger boards. But because this is a non-stop continuation flight, originating from China from Guangzhou and stops in Bangkok and then onward to Nairobi, that's why you see all the crew, cleaner, and a lot of passengers already remain on board.
Hapo hivyo vitu hapa ni msilipa sana kuendelea.
We got to check all our seats, we got to check the catering, we got to see what's happening. So I'm just going around, see the cabin.
Oh my God, what is that?
Look up here, sir. Just one picture. Who are you wearing tonight? Hey, look up. Who are you wearing?